Welcome to day 4 of our 5-day challenge to reclaim your divine self. Wow, we're already at day 4. So, I'm Dr. Gigi Smith, life coach. Yesterday, we talked about speaking your truth. Day 2, we focused on anxiety relief. And day 1, we focused on self love and acceptance. Today, we're going to talk about expanding your comfort zone. Unlike typical goal setting, which can be detrimental because it focuses so much on the outcome, expanding your comfort zone is about motivating and inspiring yourself in a way that honors your whole person, your whole total person. It's not, I'm going to be good at everything. It's about not being scared to try. Do you see the distinction? Yeah. Ryan and Markova developed a theory about how people learn and grow. So within learning processes, we can discriminate 3 different zones: the comfort zone, the stretch zone, and the panic zone. The comfort zone is the zone in which an individual feels comfortable. There's no fear, no discomfort. The person feels very at home, it's comfortable and safe. All things are familiar. Within this zone, there are no challenges to start the learning process or the growth process. There's no reflection or learning in the safe zones, mostly because people are unchallenged. So in the safe zone, in the comfortable zone, things stay the same, often unquestioned. Learning and growth do not happen typically in this comfort zone. And then there's the panic zone. And this is where a challenge is so far away from your comfort zone that it's really uncomfortable. It's scary and, in fact, overwhelming. In this zone, we experience stress, fear, and challenge in a way that makes learning impossible. You can think of this as really the fight or flight reaction, where all of our energy is spent managing and controlling our fear and panic. And when a person stays too long in this zone, there is a possibility that there is no way to explore your boundaries. And in fact, one really tends to go back to their comfort zone as quickly as possible. So during this particular panic zone, learning and growth generally do not occur here because all of your energy is really responding to the fear and panic. So the last zone we're going to talk about is the stretch zone. That's expanding your comfort zone to this stretch zone. So this zone is somewhere in between the comfort zone and the panic zone. In the stretch zone is where learning and growth happens. That's where it's maximized. This is where you enhance your possibilities, where you can work towards your personal development, where you can explore your boundaries. When a person feels he or she cannot control or handle a situation, they can pretty quickly retreat back to the comfort zone. However, operating in and learning in your stretch zone can cause you to learn and grow. Now, this will make your initial comfort zone bigger because it'll become familiar, with new situations and activities. So now let's talk about 7 ways to expand your comfort zone. So the first way is to know what is outside of your comfort zone. So here you might want to draw a medium-sized circle on a piece of paper and label it comfort zone. And write down a handful of things you do regularly without issue in this zone, just for comparison purposes only. Next, outside the circle, jot down things you would like to do or that could be important to you or have value to you personally or professionally. It might be join the gym, join a professional group, hire a coach. And then pause to think about what stops you from doing those things. Is it a fear of failure, self criticism, concern of being exposed or vulnerable, or just concerned about what other people are going to say? Step 2, commit to discomfort. So pick one of those items that we had talked about, one of those things that you just wanted to do. Start with a small one and make a commitment to exercise it as soon as possible and get comfortable with that discomfort. If it's speaking in front of people, volunteer to give a presentation at work. If it's managing others, suggest you lead a team meeting. If it's networking, maybe try an online event or commit to making 5 new contacts before leaving. The idea is to lean into your discomfort. Does that make sense? I hope so. Step 3, see failure as feedback. The fear of failure can really be paralyzing, but only if we look at the situation as absolute and final. Instead, try to see the fluidity of everything we do and recognize we don't just get one shot at anything. Failure is the best teacher. It allows us to learn to do better next time. And remember, it's all part of the journey. Step 4, spend time with optimal performers. Jim Rohn famously said, you are the total of the 5 people you spend the majority of your time with. If you are looking to improve at something, seek out those who are already performing at a very high level in this area. They will certainly be spending their time in the stretch zone, and their influence can be infectious. Step 5, cut the excuses. Cut them out. Just be honest with yourself. As opposed to rationalizing why you can't, why you won't, why you couldn't, wouldn't do something, have the courage to be frank with yourself and confront what the real issue is. By admitting to the fear and honestly identifying what the root is, you are better able to address and overcome it. Step 6, identify the win. Identify what the benefits are of completing this dreaded activity that you've committed to. Or use this as fuel to feed your motivation and determination. What will it be like once you have done it? What will it give to you? Think about those things. The last step, step 7. This is a fun one. And that's just don't take yourself too seriously. Adopt a growth mindset and see that mistakes and setbacks are part of the learning process. Risk-taking invariably involves a degree of failure. That's where the lessons are. Learn to laugh at yourself. Have fun when things go wrong. And just chalk it up to experience. Remember, this is a journey. Our comfort zone is an integral part of who we are. Spending time here allows us to rest and reset for future times when we need to be at an optimal state. Also, it allows us to process the benefits received when we do step outside of it. Our comfort zone only becomes delimiting when we use it as an excuse for stagnation, allowing it to control our behavior and really stop us from doing what's for our highest and best. By continually taking time to explore what is really happening internally, being honest with ourselves about the fear we're feeling, and then intentionally committing to overcoming the mental blocks we face, we are then able to expand our comfort zone, increase our confidence, and live more enriched, well rounded lives. Now, let's expand your comfort zone through tapping. Taking full and complete responsibility for your own health and well being. Just tap along with me. Do what I do, say what I say. This is not rocket science. So if you miss a step, just come back and you'll be fine. I choose to expand my comfort zone, and I choose to love and accept myself. I choose to expand my comfort zone, and I choose to love and deeply honor myself. I choose to expand my comfort zone because it's too small and cramped. I need more room. And something inside me knows that I need more space to operate. I choose to expand my comfort zone. And I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, cherish, adore, forgive, and accept myself. I'm expanding my comfort zone. This room is too small and the walls are way too close. I deserve more room. I need more space. And fortunately, there's lots of space to be had. There are a lot of wonderful things to be had, and I haven't allowed them all. There's been so much that I've been comfortable with, and I choose to be comfortable with more. That could be better health, more wealth, more love, more travel. There's a lot more good stuff to be had, and I'm willing to allow it. I choose to be comfortable with more. I choose to appreciate what I've already got. I choose to be happy right here, right now. I don't need to expand my comfort zone to be happy. I choose to experience unconditional happiness. I choose to have much more room to be happy. There's so much joy and love and happiness and all kinds of good things to be had. I need more space for this. I'm expanding my comfort zone to encompass the entire universe. I think the universe is a good size comfort zone for me. I am clearing all the doubts, the fears, and resistance that comes up right here and right now, and back through the end of time. I am clearing any old resistance about why it's not safe to move beyond these limitations. I choose to have more faith in myself. I can handle a bigger comfort zone. I am clearing all the doubts and fears about that now and forever. I am aware of the truth. I can handle a larger and more expansive comfort zone in my mind, body, and spirit. Now take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and I invite you to do this daily. Your homework: tell me 3 ways that you are ready, willing, and able to expand your comfort zone. And I want to hear all about it in the comments. I'm going to ask you to be kind and gentle with yourself. I believe you're doing a great job. And if no one has told you, I'm proud of you for focusing on you. Join me tomorrow as we tap into your inner God or goddess. And I invite you to view our wellness resources at tappingwithdrgg.com. For a limited time, we're offering 20% discounts on all wellness resources on the shop page at the tappingwithdrgg.com site. We also have a few spots left at our Tapping into Source course. This course will help you reclaim your life and live more authentically. And if you have enjoyed this tapping session, I'm going to ask you to like, subscribe, and share this content if it's helped you. It's always great to pay things forward. Thank you and take care.